Good evening, everyone. Just got home and found out I finally got my breathing mobile washer. That's my cat. Got this on Amazon. This particular model was actually made by somebody called Ball, but the apparatus is definitely the breathing mobile washer. $27, just a little over. Let's go ahead and open her up, see what's inside. Alright, got everything out. These are the contents of the box. So basically, this is the basically the mobile washer. Ball came out with this adaptation. Basically handle, and the idea is that it's just easier to hold on to, and it's pretty self-explanatory. The handle would go on one end, the other would go on the apparatus, and then you get the work. This is basically how it comes. In case anyone is wondering, how does this work? I mean, I'll demonstrate it to you in a video, but the idea is you would, if you know how to plunge a toilet, you can do this. Same principle. So you plunge the clothes, and this here creates forces in the water that, like a suction. It makes it go through all of these channels. Makes it come up and shoot out through here. And then this acts as a shield, shooting it back down into the bucket. And it creates this noise. It makes it sound like it's breathing. So as you go up and down, you're agitating the clothes and the water, and at the same time you're like forcing water up through the clothes and through this apparatus, and really agitating the crap out of that clothes. From what I've seen on videos, this thing works. Decided to buy it. Figured I'd just put it together real quick and show you what it looks like assembled. So here we have two 26-gallon totes, and I'm going to use these to wash towels, pillowcases, basically what I use for the dogs. They're old and they have accidents every now and then, so I use this to dry it up. Or at least, I use these to dry up their pee and whatever. And the towels are pretty much used, for, just so they could lay on it or something. So I'm gonna wash them here. I'm gonna rinse them here. Give you an example of what it looks like from a distance. And okay, let's fill it up with some water. So I filled up the tote, and you can clearly see up to where I filled it up, and there you have the manual wash. This particular model has the handles. Some of them do not. Some of them is just a stick. I bought an extra stick. It's for like a mop, but you can use for that too. Maybe it can be of advantage, maybe not. We're going to find out. Once I'm done washing these, I'll rinse them out over here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put them in a dryer. There is a way to drain it all and to dry it. I've seen videos that do that, but the point of this video is to spare the machine, spare your washing machine. You don't want to wash all this in your washing machine. It's where you wash your own clothes. It's where you wash your baby clothing, your kids' clothing. And I like the fact that I'm not contaminating the machine some way, somehow. It is a washing machine, but it can get beat up. Which brings me to this. This is for all you detailers, hobbyists, professionals. You know what I'm talking about. You wash these towels in your washing machine, and after a while, you start to gunk it up with wax, with chemicals, all kinds of shit. And I detail from time to time. I detail my car, my mom's car. And I was waiting for this day so I could try this out. I'm gonna watch each one of these individually. Each of these towels is used for a specific reason. If you detail, you know what I'm talking about. When I'm done, once I've got them basically clean, I'm gonna rinse them out in these buckets here. I've got one and then a secondary one just in case I feel I need it. And once again, once they've been washed, I'm gonna drain them by hand. I'm gonna drain these by hand. Nothing perfect, nothing pretty. I'm gonna throw it in the dryer and see how well the manual washer works. All right, this is the detergent that I have chosen to use. I got this at Sam's Club. It's basically Members Mark Ultimate Clean Laundry Detergent Sport HE, because I chose this because basically the water that I used to fill these buckets, it was basically, it's from the hose, cold water, and I thought this would be the best option. Cheap, does the trick. Okay, so how much soap did I use? I thought this would be important. I basically use the cap, the little cup that comes with the laundry detergent, and for the dog items, I just took it to level 4, and then everything else over here I use level 1. In some videos I've seen people use less, but being it is what it is. These things are heavily soiled. I thought, fuck it, let's just do level 1 and see what happens. All right. I'm gonna try and record basically, the movement, the action that is taken with one hand. This is basically all you do. Just like you would a toilet. The mechanism inside of this plunger-like device kind of forces the water up and shoots it through the top dome, and it makes that noise that sounds like it's breathing. Thus, the breathing or the breather washer. And you do this for 5 minutes. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this for 5 minutes, let it stand for like a good 30. Then I'm come back, hit it for 5 minutes, let it stand for another 10 minutes, come back, hit it for like another 3 minutes maybe. Because after watching the videos, what I've learned, it's the sitting time that really does the work. Agitate a little, let it sit. Let the soap do the work. And I'll basically do the rest for these. I might change my mind. I'm winging it. This is my first time. So let's see how it plays out. So far so good. This doesn't seem difficult. I mean, I've been doing it with one hand. So, all right, let me get done and do this with 2 hands. I almost forgot. A lot of this stuff is really nasty, especially this. Basically, I mean, on the levels of bloodborne pathogens, because you're dealing here with dog urine, possibly dog feces, whatever it is you're cleaning. This could be dirty diapers. Maybe you're old school. and you use those kind of diapers. So wear protection. Okay? Okay, I think I've developed a little pattern here. I'm gonna give up on the 5 minutes. I had actually taken it down to 3 minutes, and that felt too long. Did a little count, and 50 revolutions is about 2.5 to 3 minutes, depending on your pace. And this is the pace that I'm going at. If I go any harder or any faster, waterworks. This is just going to be flying up. I'll just demonstrate. See? I wasn't even trying. Let the plunger do its work, do the work. Let the soap do the work. And there's a little bit of room in the bucket. So what I'm doing is like I'm rotating. Like I'll do a revolution and I'll stick to this side of the wall. I'll do another revolution and I'll go to this one, and then I'll go back to that one, and then I'll just go right in the middle, and I'll just kind of switch it up. And I notice it keeps the towels moving, agitating, and getting cleaned. I've done all of these so far, and I'm really not that tired. This is not that difficult. I've noticed that every now and then you gotta kind of tighten it right there. It kind of gets loose. I've seen some videos, you know, people complain and they talk shit. It's really not a big deal. Just fucking tighten it and that's it, and keep going. Okay. All these buckets have been agitated. Look how black this shit got. Now I'm just gonna let this all sit there. Let the soap do its part. So far, I like this thing. It's crude, it's simple. I think it's doing the job. We ain't done yet, so I'm gonna let it sit here. I'm gonna give it I don't know, 30 minutes. And I'll be right back.